The images, especially when you see them from those satellite images, are really devastating.
It's stunning, really. We looked earlier on at some of the things that were happening down here at the port, which you can really see the difference in right here. If we zoom in right there, you can see the port. And if you take the latest image from GOI here and you slide across, you can see, look, whole sections missing here. The road completely buckled up and destroyed in here. Destruction up here. You'll notice this crane up in here was up on the shore at one point. We move it back over this way. You can see it winds up all the way out in the water here. So tremendous, tremendous damage. But the other thing I want to show you, Wolf, is something we talked over with the ambassador when he was here. One of the big issues here is how are you going to get things around? Because all of this aid, everything they need, cannot go anywhere unless the roads are clear. And he pointed out some key roads that will make a difference. Here's the airport up here. Obviously, here's the port over here. Two key roads he wants open. Boulevard Jean-Jacques Dessalines, right over here, and Truman Boulevard. You see this is Truman over here, Jean-Jacques Dessalines. Jean-Jacques Dessalines matters not only because it allows access to the port, back and forth to the airport here, but also it takes you all out into these areas, which we know very, very little about. We know there's a lot of damage out here, a lot of people in trouble, but we know very little about it. But also, this area right here, this is very, very key. I'm going to fly in there and show you why. Because this, he says, is where you unload fuel for this area. These facilities, look at them right now. This is the same place when we look at it on the GOI picture here. Now, that was before, this is now. This is before, this is now. And it doesn't look terribly damaged. Now, it's fuel facilities you don't know. But if these can be operational and you can keep this road open, then you have a real chance of getting help up to all of the rescue workers that will be working up in here. Then he says, if you get that far, the next thing you have to do is open up some of these connecting streets here. He mentioned Route Del Mar, for one example here, if I can get that turned on. Avenue Maygate, which is up here by the airport. I may be mispronouncing some of these, but we'll do the best we can. Right there. Avenue John Brown down here. And Avenue Haile Selassie, which cuts down here. But, Wolf, as we look at all of these, and I'll brighten them up so you can see them quite clearly, you can see what the ambassador is talking about. You now have a network of east and west, north and south, main roads. But the last thing I want to show you gets back to where we started, Wolf. If we go down in here and we take a really close look down here at John Brown in this area, and we turn off the roads. I want you to just look where I'm pointing my finger here. I'm going to turn off the road so that you can see just the road there. This is before all this trouble happened. You can see it's a nice, clean, wide street and a major thoroughfare here. If I turn back on my GOI image here and I put the slider across, look at this. You can see, look at the amount of rubble filling that one main road here, completely blocked. Here, blocked. Blocked, heavily blocked here. Blocked here, blocked here. Blocked up in here, and you can see many, many side roads blocked as well. Nonetheless, Wolf, what the ambassador said is if we can simply find a way to get all of these key roads popped open, that will make a big difference in getting the goods from the airport and the port to people as they arrive.
They need those huge earth-moving equipment to get those streets clean.
Which we've seen little sign of so far.
That's going to be a problem, offloading them. That's why the lift capability of those helicopters is so important. All right, Tom, thanks for that explanation.